This is Eric Posable with another Body Morph exclusive. I'm here at the 2015 IFBB Chicago Pro here with second place finisher Tricky Jackson. How you feeling right now, bud? Coming off stage, second place. It was a close battle between you and Craig.
Yeah,
a couple veterans.
I can't wait to see the score sheets just to kind of see how close it was. Me and Greg are good friends. Craig, excuse me, are good friends, and I thought he looked phenomenal. A lot of the guys in the 212s always bring it, so I can't be mad at second. Would I like to get in first? Absolutely. Sure. But, it is what it is. I'm qualified now. I'm pretty confident for the Olympia on the point system. Got 12 points, would push me at the top of the list.
12 weeks. Are you going to try to compete one more show, or are you going to just try to hold there?
Oh, this is my third show, so 2 seconds and a fourth. Yeah, I got to take a little break. Probably take about 2 weeks off and then start my Olympia prep.
So, looking at the prejudging, you and Craig, I think it was really close. I think the judges had a really hard time. They moved you guys around a little bit, flipped you front, back. They couldn't really decide. It was really close. I'd like to see the score sheet. Actually, I've got the score sheet somewhere. I'd like to kind of see what they look like myself. I haven't even seen them yet, but it's had to be pretty close. But I was sitting in the press pit, and I had someone that had never seen you pose before.
Oh.
And so I said, you got to watch this posing routine. And you came out, and you had the the gladiator type music for a little bit. And she goes, "What's the big deal?" I said, just give it a minute. And then you broke it out. She was like, holy shit. So she was pretty excited. So it's always good watching you pose. I've seen you guys pose at a lot of shows. Always a lot of fun. Do you still enjoy doing all that at the night shows?
No, it's kind of interesting. The first thing is, was it Omaha? In Omaha, they actually cut my music because, you got the dramatic part and then there's a slight pause.
They thought you were done?
So they thought I was done and they cut the music.
They never seen you guest pose before?
I guess not, man, or I don't know. But everybody in the crowd was like, well, that's not the usual Tricky. What happened? And I was explaining to people that they had cut the music. So now the next couple of shows, I had to let them know, hey, if it pauses, I'm not done yet. Just let it play through. And so I didn't have that problem again. But back to the posing, it's a little bit disappointing now that they don't award any
points
best posers awards, or it's not scored. I'll be honest with you, I don't put the time in it that I used to. Fortunate for me, it sort of comes natural. But I would still take a good 3 or 4 weeks preparing a routine just so I could bring, something really amazing for the fans. Do I still try to do that? Absolutely. But now I focus a little bit more on trying to bring the best package I can and let the posing fall where it may. Because obviously that's, at the end of the day, the most important thing. Now, if I'm doing a guest posing, you better believe I'm going to bring in a rock house routine. So all you promoters out there, hit me up.
Well, I saw with a little bit shorter there or whatever, but I was kind of wondering if that was one of the reasons. Because then they brought out, in the women's, they had a best poser. And they had an award, and I think it was like $500 or something. So maybe transitioning something into that in like the 212, especially with a guy, maybe they look at you and they go, well, he's going to win it every time. Maybe they don't award it that way.
It's funny you mentioned that because I kind of felt like that there was for a long period of time, I was winning most of them.
Who's going to beat you in a best posing?
Right. But, one of the suggestions that I had given was, why don't y'all give out, take the same money and break it out to top 3 best posers.
Well, that'll push the routines.
That pushes the routines. I may not come up with a routine better than Tricky's, but I think I can get one of the top 3 best routines. Gives a little more incentive for the athletes, I think, to work on their routine and bring something, a little more exciting. You can't expect everybody necessarily to do what I do, but, little things like music changes and
editing and not just chopping 60 seconds out of a song.
Absolutely, and playing with the crowds and things like that. So I've seen different people. Derek Farnsworth, to me, is a really good poser, and he doesn't come out and dance and do things I do, but he's very entertaining. You can tell he puts some thought into his routine. I
think it's kind of become like you as a fan. I've been to so many shows, and you start to watch some of these, and you tell a lot of guys like, "Oh, I got to do a pose routine. Well, give me 60 seconds of song. I'll just hit a couple of mandatories and walk off the stage." It's like the fans are paying for it. We want to see it, and you always give a good show.
Well, thanks. I'll always try to do that until I retire. Because I think they deserve it, obviously, and it is a lot of money to come to some of these shows. But, I figure as an athlete, that's the least we can do. If I can actually put on a decent performance and bring a smile to somebody's face, that's what I want to try to do. I
know you were on America's Got Talent, right?
I was on America's Got Talent back in, I think it was 2011, and I was doing posing routine, and I actually made it to Vegas. Funny thing about that, a lot of people don't know this, is that I actually went to the very last audition, which was in Atlanta, and then the following week started the Vegas part of the show. So I really didn't have any time to prepare new routines, new costumes, and all that stuff. And actually, I had a guest appearance that following weekend in Florida. I think it was at Tim Gardner's show, matter of fact, funny thing. And so it worked out. I was able to go to Tim's show and guest post, fulfill my contract there, and then I flew on a red eye out to Vegas, and I started there. I actually had missed the first day of the thing, so I felt a little bit lost and a little bit rushed to kind of get caught up with everybody. But I've been saying for the last few years that I was going to, go back and give it another try so I could be better prepared. Yeah. Don't be surprised.
Sure, I think the fans would love to see it. So. And I'd watch it because I shared that video. I think it was pretty cool. I was a big white guy. I had all the Power Man 5000 songs and Limp Bizkit and stuff. I couldn't do the cool stuff.
That's a good group though. They got some good stuff on there.
Not bad. Well, hey man, we'll let you get out of here. I know you want to eat. 2015 IFBB Chicago Pro second place finisher Tricky Jackson here. Congratulations again. You look fantastic. Thanks for taking a few minutes to talk with us. Until we see this guy at the Olympia here in 12 weeks. This has been Eric Postaple, another Body Morph Pros exclusive.
I'll be back.